bombardier and B-24s flying out of Italy. I flew 23 missions.
Well, I served on the USS Lexington, the aircraft carriers. I was in six major battles.
And I spent 16 months over in Germany.
It was actually started in about 2005 when Earl Morse, who was a physician assistant at VA, heard about this memorial going to be opened up. And he had one of his patients, and he asked him, "Hey," he asked the patient, "Are you going to go to the memorial?" And he says, "I can't afford to go." So what happened was he got a bunch of his private pilot friends, and they literally grabbed a bunch of private planes, loaded them up with all the veterans they could take, and brought it here. And that was actually the start of Honor Flight Northwest Ohio.
And what do you do for the Honor Flight?
What I do is I'm the president, and what I do, I run my particular hub. My hub's out of Northwest Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
And as a result, I do all the logistics and the planning of the trip and stuff like that. But we're all volunteers, so my other volunteers will help guardians, the chaperones you see with them today. I have another one helps me with the veterans to get them coordinated, make sure they're on the flight and everything else. So it's a team effort by all us volunteers to make sure this happens. This is our 32nd flight.
32nd, wow. What sort of logistical challenges did this government shutdown cause you guys to have to?
That's a good question, and to be fair, I kind of figured. I've been watching the media over the last 7-8 months, and we started working on this in May. I was locking it down in May. Yeah. Oh yeah, we plan our flights usually about 9 months ahead. And what happened is that I found out they were doing. I saw the partisan bickering and all that stuff. So what I decided to do was we originally had a schedule for last week, so I moved it a week, thinking that they're going to take care of it, we'll be fine. Well, it didn't happen, but. I get my hats off, the Park Service and the Park Police, they're doing a job. I think they're doing a wonderful job. They just have to do it. I mean, they have families to feed too. They're following orders of those above them. Just like these fine soldiers and sailors that are here now. They followed orders. And so I don't have, any animosity to them. Matter of fact, the Park Service was very nice. They cordially met us, and they were very, very professional.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk of them not going to be allowing veterans in. Have you experienced any of that or anything like that today?
Not at all. Actually, just the opposite. He came out and greeted us at the bus. Right? We shook his hand. I thanked him for what he's doing, and he just made his day as well as they made our day by coming out and do that. Because we just found out today they had portalets. An anonymous donor donated it, and so because they knew we were coming, so they donated so they'd have restrooms. So I thought that was really cool. And they just changed the ruling today, allowed portalets to be put here. So I think things are changing. It's just, the future flights that are coming this month, there's looking at a total of this month to be 3,500 from around the country are coming here this month.
Do you guys see any problems with those, or?
I think they'll be okay. I just think the biggest thing is everybody remains respectful and understand that it is what it is and we have to work through it. I mean, these veterans, they could storm both, they had two battles on two different fronts. I certainly only let a few barricades stop them, but fortunately, I'm happy that we didn't have to go that way, and I'm glad everything was real peaceful, and they seem to really be enjoying themselves.
And what does coming here to this memorial mean to you?
It's a lot. It's something that's going to be here for generations, and so, yeah, it's really something to see.
A great deal.
I love to see it, and I'm sure glad they put it up.